Came all the way to Japan for snow. Wow, look at that.
The next stop is the Hakone Yamato Terminal.
Well, we made it to Hakone. Well, Gora, the town of Gora in Hakone.
Yeah.
And it's snowing.
It's not just snow. What is it? What in the world?
Alright, so we're making our way to our accommodations, our ryokan, which is called Lalaka, and it has several onsens and includes dinner and breakfast, and it should be a pretty cool traditional experience.
Sounds relaxing.
Very relaxing, yeah. And then tomorrow we will check out the cable car that goes over the mountain, the top of the volcano. Well, it's not really a volcano, like a mountain top, but it's more of a caldera, yeah. But there's a zip line that goes, or a cable car that goes all the way over and down to the other side where there's a lake. And on a clear day, you should be able to see Mount Fuji from up there. And tomorrow is supposed to be pretty clear. All right, here we are. Alright, we're all checked into our room at Lalaka, and it is really nice, very quiet, very relaxing. Gotta leave our slippers at the door.
Basically, we have kimonos. Kimonos, I don't know.
A beautiful view of the snow. Apparently this is the first time that it snowed this year.
Try this tasty treat they left.
Yeah.
Great mochi.
So we're gonna go down to the onsen for a little bit, and then dinner is at 6. And then I guess during the time that we're waiting for dinner, they're gonna prepare the bed in this space here. A little complimentary mochi and some tea.
We got some Wagyu beef here. Look at that marble. Look at that color. Take it, we put it in this hot oil, cook it for 1 minute. Until the color changes. It's very changing.
Looks ready.
Wow. Some sauces here to dip it in. Sweet citrus sauce and some miso.
final course, dessert, final course of 6.
Oh, it's thick.
Good evening. We just wrapped up a very relaxing afternoon here at Lalaka. It's now just after 10:30, and since we got here, we've had 2 separate little dips in the onsen. When we first got here, we went in, and it was still light out, and the snow was still falling, so it created for a really beautiful scene. We had the outdoor onsen all to ourselves. Nobody else was there that time of day. So we enjoyed that a lot. And then we went to dinner, which was this incredible traditional meal that included 6 different courses. Yeah, it was a really nice sort of setup, layout, and then they brought out each course one by one over time. An assortment of delicacies, including some whelk in the shell, some firefly squid, and then they brought out some sashimi, shrimp again, and a little stewing mushroom, fish, and scallop and pumpkin on like a little hot plate. And then the main course was Wagyu beef that we were able to cook ourselves in a hot pot kind of style. Then there was also some grilled cod and a snow crab claw and some really tasty silken tofu. And then there was some mackerel tempura, some chicken meatball soup, and some pickles. And then finally the dessert was custard pudding with strawberry and cream and a little matcha square. It took us like about an hour and 20 minutes to go through the whole meal. It was incredibly tasty, like well paced. Everything was delicious. They were very polite and really good about, keeping up with the service, and overall it was just an amazing experience. And then we went back to the
We had a local distilled
shochu. We had some shochu that it was local from here.
It said local distilled. Yeah.
Okay. And then we had a couple hours to relax. So they have a private onsen, which is actually the same one that we tried out earlier in the day, but you can reserve it after 7 a.m. in half-hour slots. So we had filled out the sign-up sheet for 9:30, so we had a couple hours to relax. We just kind of chilled in the room. They made our beds while we were at dinner, so we just kind of had the beds, relaxing, did some yoga, some meditating, and then we went back to the onsen and tried out a couple different ones. So there's 4 different onsens here in total. 2 of them are gendered, and then they rotate those before and after dinner, and then there's the outdoor one that's open to anybody before dinner and then private after dinner. And so we got to try out a few more of those, and then they have sort of public shower facilities that lead out into the onsen areas, and everything is like very, very clean, very well organized, very well structured. It's a great system, completely relaxing, and everybody's super friendly and kind. So yeah, it was a really wonderful experience that we had.
Show them that help sheet right over there on your left.
Yes, this one. Some helpful instructions for the onsens, which are of course our clothing list. And yeah, we're ready for a good night's sleep. Feeling quite a lot better after a relaxing afternoon. My cold seems to be improving, and tomorrow we're gonna go take the cable car up over the volcano. And it should be a nice clear day, so hopefully we'll get to see Mount Fuji. Good night. Alright, looks like a filling breakfast. It's an incredible view. Good morning. We had a wonderful morning here at Lalaka, and it is time to say goodbye, unfortunately. But we had an absolutely magical stay. We got up at 7, went for another dip in the onsen before breakfast, and then breakfast was another amazing assortment of delectable little different foods. We had scallop congee, that was kind of the main, and then yeah, lots of other tasty things, some coffee, and we're all back in our regular clothes and ready to explore Hakone area. We're gonna take the cable car up to over the top of the mountain, down the other side. The snow is melting vigorously and looks to be a beautiful day. Oh, this is the down. Oh. So we gotta get to the other side.
Excited to ride on the Hakone
Very
cable
excited.
car?
I'm so excited. All the way up there.
All the way up there.
With an elevation of 200 feet, so
God. Cool. It's a proper gondola. There goes. Wow. Ooh. Run into the building. Alright, here we are on the top of the Hakone caldera, I guess. Well, not quite at the top, but
Inside of it. I feel like standing inside of a volcano is...
and the sulfur is very strong here.
Wow. Come check this side. Look at that.
There it is, Fuji.
Wow.
Whoa. Wow.
I got out of it and I walked
Oh yeah.
This ropeway is bound for Tokendo.
We just learned that there's actually a sightseeing cruise which traverses, well, kind of goes all the way around Lake Ashi. Takes about 70 minutes total. That's part of the Hakone free pass which we purchased. We kind of thought it was just the cable cars, but there's actually a cruise on this like pirate galleon that's also included. So we're gonna maybe try to do that, and then we'll make our way back up over the mountaintop. Alright, well, we're back on the rope car because the line for the sightseeing cruise was exponentially long, like insanely long.
This ropeway is
that's
bound
alright.
for Owakudani and Owakudani. Passengers wishing to go
Alright, we made it back down to Gora. We decided to check out this open air art museum. Crowds seem to be a lot less down here. Everybody seems to be up at the top of the mountain, and it was really busy. Everywhere was packed. We were gonna kind of check out one of the restaurants there and try the black egg, which I guess is like a famous thing. But it was so busy that we just got out of there. And it is a Sunday, so, you know, it's to be expected, I suppose. But
chill down here.
yeah, and I definitely feel satisfied with what we did get to see up there. It was really cool to take the rope car over the mountain, over the geothermal vents.
It's crazy that's all included in the Hakone free pass.
Mm-hmm.
What a good value.
How much was the free pass? It wasn't free.
It was 5,000 yen.
5,000 yen, which is about 30 $5 ish, 30. Yeah,
for free travel, basically up here and then anywhere around here.
yeah, that's pretty good. Definitely worth it. And you get to skip all the lines. We saw some people had to stop and buy tickets, and we would just kind of skip those lines and get straight through. So that was convenient. After a serene visit at the Hakone Museum of Art and Shinsenkyo Garden, we made our way back to Gora Station to take the Hakone Tozan train back down the mountain to meet the Shinkansen at the Hakone Yumoto train station. Alright, we're about to board the Shinkansen for the first time.
Oh wow!
To Nagoya.
Look at that.